All right, it's another day here in Pasadena, and I got more stuff off MaxSold. So I bought 2 lots from a auction that was a estate sale located not far from here. Lots of boomboxes, records, DVDs, and stuff. Total I spent with fees was $35.50. So we're gonna see what we got here. I got some good stuff. Actually, they gave me some stuff too that either didn't sell or they forgot to put in the auction as well. So we'll show you that because there's definitely some good stuff in there, including that Scooby-Doo suitcase. So we're gonna go check this out and see how I did on MaxSold this week. All right, so here we go. We got a whole lot of stuff here that I got off MaxSold this week, including some high dollar items that I didn't know I was even getting. So there's definitely some cool stuff here. The lot of 4 boomboxes, which I really wanted that one, obviously, because it's cool, because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. But the lot of boomboxes was $22 plus fees. The lot of books and DVDs was $6, plus they gave me some stuff extra that they said, oh, we're just putting this on the porch, anybody wants it, they can take it. So I'm going to go into all that. So they said the books was $6 total with tax, because sales tax is high here. It's like over 10% because it's California, and their 15% premium was $35.50 spent on everything. So I've already set aside a bunch of like VHS tapes and books. I actually took some of the children's books. My neighbor's got one of those little libraries, so I put the children's books in there that I didn't want. I already did that, but probably the coolest thing is I bought the books and DVD lots for these 2 Elvis sets. So we got Elvis the Great Performances and Elvis Lights Camera Elvis Collection, and this one actually has 4 different DVD cases. Each case has 2 different DVDs in it, all different Elvis movies. They're DVD, not Blu-ray. This sells between like $40 and $80 online, so it's in really good condition. I'm a big Elvis fan, so I'm probably keeping that. And also, I can't believe this one's actually worth less than the other one, but this is Elvis Great Performances. So it's different Elvis performances on I think it's a 3 DVD set. It's in excellent condition. And this one only sells for about, I think it was like $15 to $18, which is kind of surprising. These were put out by Rhino. They come in these nice velvet cases. So definitely a cool find for me, being a big Elvis fan. I mean, those alone, obviously, I've already just paid for the lot, just even on that one. So I've got a bunch of cookbooks, which I'm going to overlay a video of. I'm going to put a video at the end here of all the cookbooks I got. All right, so I took all the cookbooks out of the books I got and put them all in one lot. There's 32 cookbooks right here, and these are hard to sell if you're going to sell them like one at a time, because who wants to pay $1 or $2 for a book? So I said 32 cookbooks, $50 their best offer. I put it on next door. I might put it on Marketplace as well. Hopefully we get a local pickup on these. It's a great deal for someone that collects cookbooks or is looking to start a collection of cookbooks. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to sell these. And if I get what I'm asking or close to it, that pays for basically everything that I bought, including the boom boxes. They're books I found. Baby's first year. My buddy's about to have a kid any second now, so I'm giving him to that. I'll keep this household thing. Some DVDs, nothing spectacular. Indiana Jones on VHS. Unfortunately, it's not sealed. Goldeneye. Wolf of Wall Street sealed on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, this is like $5 to $8. And Secretariat Blu-ray sealed. Unfortunately, all the Disney stuff is on Disney Plus now, so people don't want it as much because you can watch it anytime on Disney Plus. Everything Disney put out is on there except Song of the South. So that's probably the only thing, or whatever else they deem to be non-PC. House plants and gardening, I'm going to put those up for sale as well. These are the ones I'm keeping of those. I got 500 tasty snacks, and this is like a mid-century cooking thing. So I'm going to keep that because it's mid-century. Skillet cookbook with Wesson oil on the front cover, very 70s. The Big Boy Barbecue book. This is very mid-century. You can look at the artwork in here. It's got great clip art in there. I couldn't get rid of that. That's just pretty cool. And Are You Hungry Tonight? Elvis's favorite recipes. So I got to keep the Elvis cookbook. Now, big thing here. I get the book lot, and I'm taking the books out, and I look down, and I'm like, Harry Potter, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to say anything, but if these are first editions, I know they're worth a few bucks. I'm not going to open it right now because I really don't want to open these. They're both first American editions. Just trust me on it. I'm not going to open the book again. So I set them on towels because the prices on these are all over the place, and they're in excellent condition. I really need to research it more. Obviously, they're not worth as much as the first UK edition, and they're not the signed copies by J.K. Rowling those are like the high dollar ones. Those sell in the thousands. So I'm guessing, I mean, these could be anywhere from 50 into the hundreds. I really don't know. I really need to do more research. But these alone are worth more than what I paid for all these lots. So there's that. Some of the stuff for some reason, there were some Besta IKEA casters. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. They gave me that. That was a Speak and Spell. It's not the old one from the 70s, which I thought it was. That's why I grabbed it, because I thought it'd be a cool item just to have. A whole grip of CD cases in the package, so I could probably sell those or keep them and use them. Another thing they gave me that was on the porch, a Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine suitcase. This handle comes up, and it's in excellent condition. So I got that. I looked this thing up. This goes for like 50 or 60 bucks online. I'm gonna move it over here. And if you watch my other channel, I'm into vintage vans, so that's why I grabbed it. But people are looking for those. It was put out in 1999, and I guess people really want that suitcase because it's shaped like the Mystery Machine van. Let's see here. I'm going to try not to step on Harry Potter here. Inside the suitcase was actually a bunch of Duplos, including like a race car and a... God, this video is going terrible. Let me just grab the whole bag. I'll show you the Duplos. So there's a race car, like a dump truck, things like that. These, I got to see what they're worth. They're in excellent condition. They don't look like they're even dirty from being played with. So I'm sure someone will want those locally. I got this Sony tape fanny pack. Now, I actually remember these. If you bought a bunch of blank cassettes, they had these promos where you bought a whole bunch of them and they came with like a fanny pack or a case or something. So I'm guessing that's what this was. So I'm going to keep this for the Radwood, the 80s and 90s show, because, I mean, a lot of people wear fanny packs to that, since it's a very 80s, 90s thing to wear a fanny pack. It's a horrible quality one, but it's kind of cool. It says Sony tape on it. There's a bunch of bootleg cassettes from like Indonesia. In fact, I found books from Indonesia as well. So not really worth anything, but what I do like to keep some of these cassettes for is for the boomboxes, for when you're testing out the cassette player and you want to make sure it doesn't eat your tape. You want to make sure it eats the tape you're not really worried about. So that's what they're really good for. So the 4 boomboxes. This one is a CDF 460 Sony. This one's a 1991 model. It's a AM/FM non-digital tuner, CD, and dual cassette with a graphic equalizer. The speakers are detachable. It works. The CD player wasn't working. I cleaned the lens on the laser. It started working, so it works now. The cassette part just needs new rubber bands, the belts. So I've actually ordered a bunch of belts for it. So I'll be fixing that. This one working, I've seen it for between like $60 and $100. So another Sony. This one's from 1993. I believe. I haven't cleaned this one off yet. And these are all in like excellent condition. They've got the antennas, everything. They look like, and when you find these, they're usually destroyed because some younger person had it. They took it to the beach. They took it camping. They took it wherever, and they got banged up. And people put stickers on them. They wrote their names on them and stuff. None of these have that. And the antennas got broken. These all have the original antennas, which is absolutely amazing. It's a CDF 12. And I've seen this one for like $60, $70 online. That one, CD works, radio works, cassette needs a belt. Got a Panasonic dual cassette AM/FM, no CD. RX FT510. If I were to guess, this is late 80s. maybe even to early 90s. The cassettes work, the AM/FM works, all that works. That's probably worth something like 30 or 40 bucks. And I got, this is late 90s probably, maybe in early 2000s, a Panasonic RX D14. I couldn't find an exact year on it. This originally came with a remote, which is missing. It cassette works, CD works, radio works, but only plays sound out of one speaker, so it's probably just something that needs to be cleaned. So I'll be checking that out. So that's the Boombox lot I got. And of course, I got all this stuff. It's going to get probably donated because I just need it out of here. Unfortunately, when you buy stuff on MaxSold, a lot of times you just get a bunch of stuff you want or nobody wants with it, and you just got to kind of blow up the pictures and figure out what you want. I got a bunch of Cliff's notes. I'm going to keep these for the kid because she's getting into that year where they're going to be reading some of those more common books. London A to Z, I'll give that to my ex-wife. She's going to London next year. Just other basic books, nothing spectacular like the Harry Potter. So that's pretty much this week's haul from MaxSold. The auction was about 10 minutes from my house, so it wasn't hard for me to go pick it up. It all fit in my car, no problem. So let me know what you think. Are you buying stuff on MaxSold or any of the online auction sites? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.